Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, so I thought I'd come back with something new. So I was actually editing and making videos all day today, and it's literally maybe like 10:30, 11 by the time I'm making this video. But I got really hungry again, so I thought I'd make a quick snack, a quick meal, and thought maybe you guys would want to see what it is. Because I've been making videos all day and because I've been editing all day, the kitchen got a little bit messy. So I've got some stuff here from, I don't know if that was breakfast or lunch. I think it was like brunch because I actually had a late breakfast. So yeah, I'm just going to tidy up while I'm going along because otherwise I'm just going to wake up to a messy kitchen and that's just going to get on my nerves. So yeah, there's a few things I just need to top up, and I love to light a candle while I'm making food. Kind of just helps to get rid of the smell while I'm cooking. I will have the extractor one on as well, but the candle itself just helps to get rid of the smell. So I'm going to be making an easy tuna pasta, not the one with mayo and sweet corn, but one with peppers and onions and some basic spices just to give it some extra flavour. So while it's kind of boiling, I'll be just, tidying up a bit more. So one of the reasons why I decided to actually make this video is because I was literally maybe like 10 minutes away from ordering food, and this year I really don't want to be wasting money on takeaway, especially because like I've had some bad experiences with ordering food to the house, like food coming cold or like missing items and stuff like that. So why put myself through the pressure or the stress if I know I can make myself something really quickly? This meal literally took about 10 to 15 minutes, and the fact that I was able to tidy up in the meantime just goes to show that sometimes we look at a task thinking it's really big, when actually if you put a timer on, by the time the timer goes off, you've done a lot more than you expect. So that's my tip number one. Tip number two, I would say make sure that you boil the water before putting the pasta on. This will get the pasta cooking quicker instead of having to wait for the cold water to heat up on the stove. Tip number three, I'm the kind of person that likes to do my food shopping at the end of one month or at the start of another, and I also like to meal plan, but I also like to leave some space so that if there are nights like tonight where I'm feeling hungry than usual, then I can make a quick snack. So I always end up keeping things like baked beans, kidney beans, and at least one tin of tuna in the house at all times so that I'm able to make quick meals. Just following on from that last thing, I also like to either buy peppers and onions chopped and frozen already, or buy the peppers and onion, chop and freeze them as soon as I buy them, because I've noticed that if I have my days where I'm really productive, yeah, I'm cooking all the time, but when I don't feel as productive, that means I won't be cooking and I don't want the food to go off as quickly. So I will add the peppers, onions, and because obviously they were in the freezer, I will just let that fry off. It will produce water, but I don't usually mind, so I'll just let the water dry out, and if I need to, I'll add some more oil in before adding my next thing. Now my tuna actually comes in oil, not in brine, so I just had to drain off some extra oil and then add the tuna with the oil that's in the tin straight to the pot. So like I said, with my previous step, I would have let the water dry out, so the fact that this has oil in it doesn't make much of a difference for me because there wouldn't be much in the pot. So then I go into adding my spices, and to be honest, this can be like a combination of whatever you have in the cupboard or things that you just like, and this is obviously to taste. So because you've been so busy kind of doing other things, you don't even realise that the pasta's finished. So So just either have a timer on, or if you're in the kitchen then it's fine because you'll keep an eye on it. But once you've added the pasta, you can obviously give it a quick taste, and then you can obviously add any extra seasoning that you think it requires. I've added a bit of water as well just because it started to stick and I didn't need any oil, so just wanted to keep it as fluid as possible for me to be able to mix it. It doesn't mean that it will be like soup-like, but it was just so that the bottom of the pot wasn't dry. So my final tip is, if you know that you're going to be like plating up for dinner or for lunch or whatever, then get an extra container and plate up whatever's left over on the spot. You can put the pot to soak if you're not going to wash it straight away, or you can wash the pot up in like less than 5 minutes on the spot, and that will just reduce the amount of work you have to do in the kitchen and the amount of time you'll have to spend tidying up the kitchen at a later date. This is an extra step, but I do like to add cheese on top of my tuna pasta. Sometimes I'll make a tuna bake and put it in the oven, but typically just adding a bit of cheese on top, mixing it through, that's good enough for me. And yeah, enjoy and let me know what you think. And if you try this meal, the presentation is not the best, but essentially it was literally done at like 10-11 o'clock at night. So it was tasty enough for me. I had a quick snack and probably waited another 30 minutes before going to bed.